Hello there and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the DFL Super Cup, which of course is between Borussia Dortmund, the champions of the German Cup from last season, and the champions of the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, go head to head at the Signal Iduna Park, which is the home of Borussia Dortmund, so it's a perfect fixture for Dortmund fans to go and attend and get behind them to go up against, of course, probably the two best teams in just got myself on echo on something else there, apologies about that, but two of the best teams that German football can offer right now. I'm just going to put my camera up a little bit more so you can see the Bayern Munich shirt and Borussia Dortmund shirt behind me. I just wonder if I could have put the Bayern Munich shirt a bit higher so it's a bit more viewable, but it doesn't matter. We are getting ready for kickoff here. Just trying to find it. There we go. They've just come out onto the pitch, so do get in touch on our live chat page, folks. Do vote on our poll as well. We've asked you on our live chat page who will win the Super Cup, and to vote for your favourite. Will it be Dortmund or Bayern Munich? Let me just add a quick clock to the screen because I've completely forgot to do that. So let me just try and find that. Sorry, I should have been a bit more prepared. But do let us know, folks, on the live chat page. Who do you think will win? We've got the starting lineups for Dortmund on the left and for Bayern Munich on the right. So do check that out while I look for this. Watch alongs. There we go. Oh, let me just... It's always annoying this. The clock always starts straight away by the time I input the media source onto the software that we use to stream this on. Let me just pause that. They just showed footage of Erling Haaland there. Right, so nearly ready. Let me just find some tracker as well. They're just having a bit of a quick... They're all standing... I think this is for Gerd Muller, who sadly passed away earlier this week at the age of just 75. So they're just having a moment of silence for him, I think. So we're pretty much ready for kickoff here. There's just a minute's silence for Gerd Muller. Hansi Flick is there in attendance, even though he's not the Bayern Munich manager anymore. Erling Haaland watching on, and of course, people like him, even Thomas Muller, of course. Thomas Muller having the same surname as Gerd Muller. He's holding up a Bayern Munich shirt with his number on the back, I believe. Lewandowski also as well, because Gerd Muller wore number 9, I believe. Nagelsmann applauding as well. Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch saying super chat and Jamie will sing Blinding Lights by the Weekend. That is one of my favourite songs as well, Burgoyne. So actually for once you found a song I'm more confident in singing than anything else. So it looks as though Bayern Munich are playing in the away colours tonight. And we're now just pretty much waiting for kickoff here at the Signal Iduna Park. Again, get in touch on our live chat page. We got Kamikaze saying, let's go Levo, as in Lewandowski. And here we go then. And it is Bayern Munich that have kicked off here. They're going to attack from right to left, Dortmund from left to right. Not a full capacity here at the Dortmund Stadium. It was like that when they played Frankfurt on Saturday, which was a Saturday evening game. And it wasn't full crowd, but it was still pretty decent atmosphere. Of course, but it's great to see Dortmund having a full, well, not full, but having some fans in again, especially with the form of the yellow wall that's normally behind the goal on the left-hand side from the camera view that we normally get. Let me, one other thing I forgot to put in is the background atmosphere. Let's get that sorted as well. Can't seem to find it. Oh, there we go. And already a chance there for Dortmund, just a minute and a half in. There we go, some atmosphere for you. So it's currently with Bayern Munich, playing from the back. Of course, out of the two teams, it was Borussia Dortmund that had a fantastic start to the season by winning 5-1 at home against Frankfurt. It was 2 goals for Erling Haaland, and then what was 3 assists as well from Haaland. So it was a hat-trick of assists from Haaland, which normally he's used to doing a hat-trick of goals, but yes, my word, that guy has been absolutely brilliant. Here comes Alphonso Davies on the left-hand side, tries to find Goretzka, but he loses the ball. Now with Alphonso Davies again, Bayern Munich have themselves a free kick. And it's going to be a chance here for Bayern Munich to try and find the net early, just before we reach 3 minutes. Burgoyne saying, can we have the no atmosphere and just the ticking clock, please? Oh, come on, man. Currently got Bayern Munich at 56% on our live poll. And at the moment, Dortmund are second favourites according to our poll at 41%. So here we go then. Bayern Munich with the free kick. It comes in, it nearly finds Muller. Couldn't get his foot behind. He had to stretch with his left leg. But it's then picked up by Kabul, the Dortmund goalkeeper. Of course, Dortmund have had some problems with their goalkeepers last season. I think Kabul's clearly a sign that they wanted to improve that for the new season, especially under the new manager of Marco Rose, who joined from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Well, it's a long ball through to Haaland, but he's beaten by Süle. And it's gone straight back to the feet of Manuel Neuer. Of course, there's a lot of games going on in my country, in England, tonight, with the football leagues taking place. But we have our first corner of the game, and it's going to be Dortmund on the near side. 4.5 minutes gone. Manuel Neuer in between the sticks, watching on, waiting for this corner delivery to come in. Erling Haaland, he's the man to watch. Headed away by the first man. I think that was from Süle. Or was it? No, I think it was Lewandowski, actually. We got Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch again, saying, Jamie, you are a dashing lad. Well, thank you. With many convictions to show. Who are you saying is getting relegated from the Premier League? In terms of early impressions, straight away I'm thinking Southampton. Crystal Palace. I'm not sure who the other one will be. I think one or two people might have said Newcastle, but I actually think Newcastle are quite a strong team still. I know they're probably just about average, I'd say, mid-table team maybe this season with the management of Steve Bruce, but I think they'll have enough to stay up again. I mean, Callum Wilson was playing great, I thought. So yeah, he's one person that they've been able to keep for another season. Sorry, just a text come up on my phone, which I forgot to turn off. It's now with Bellingham. Now, I can't remember if it was Chelsea, but I read this morning that I think Chelsea are looking into signing Jude Bellingham before the end of the transfer window. I must admit, I didn't think we'd hear any Bellingham rumours up until the end of the transfer window, but there you go. And we got a free kick here for Bayern Munich. Dortmund coach Marco Royce not happy about that. Marco Rose, sorry. Of course, always linked up with him and Marco Royce being in the same team. There's Gretzky going up for a header, which he did make the header, but then he made contact with a Dortmund player in the air and he got shoved down off the ground. To be honest, it was a foul. I know Dortmund coaches wouldn't allow that, but we're going saying, I'm saying Watford, Norwich and Southampton. That's it. Norwich is my other team. So we're kind of on the same boat, but we've got another team instead, which is Crystal Palace. I mean, Crystal Palace, as far as I'm aware, they made some good recruitment. Well, so far this summer, they can sign more players if they had the budget, maybe, if they're willing to. But I just worry about Patrick Vieira. You know, his background isn't exactly thrilling. It's nothing to really say that he can change a team and make them better. In all fairness to Roy Hodgson, despite the fact that was never really his biggest fan, especially when it came to his time in England, especially when they lost to Iceland, which was no doubt the worst England performance I ever saw, losing to Iceland at the Euros. You know, a part-time team for a lot of those players maybe. But even so, you shouldn't lose to Iceland regardless of who your team is for England. Not on paper anyway. But I just think Roy Hodgson actually did alright at Palace. He steadied the ship after Frank de Boer had a terrible start and lost 5 games in a row, then got sacked, and he kept them up, and he's made sure they've stayed in the Premier League ever since until he retired. I'd imagine he's retired. It looked as though that would be his last stint. Bayern Munich have just had a corner. Cheers. There you go. But someone giving me my cup of tea. Thanks, Mum. But there's a corner that was taken for Bayern and it was wasted. So 8.5 minutes gone now. It's Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 0 in this Super Cup, an early trophy up for grabs for both teams after Dortmund won the German Cup last season and Bayern Munich went out early in that, actually, to a team in like the third tier of German football, I remember. But yeah, Bayern Munich are in this because, of course, they won the Bundesliga yet again. Cannot tell you how many times in a row they've won it now. Maybe 9, maybe 10. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, Kabul's off his line, and here come Bayern Munich. They bring the ball in. Oh, not good position for Muller. It's now a Gnabry. Now Kimmich. It's with Coman on the left-hand side into the box. Now he crosses it in with his left foot, and Dortmund will clear it out with Alphonso Davies. He's lost the ball to Haaland, and Dortmund going up on their own here if they can get there. But Bayern Munich have done well to bring 4 of their defenders back. I think it's Alphonso Davies that has won that. And now Upamecano. Of course, Upamecano signing from RB Leipzig, which was part of Nagelsmann's time at Leipzig. So when he left for Bayern Munich, he took him with him pretty much. Actually, Upamecano signed for Bayern Munich last January to start this summer. So actually, if anything, Upamecano technically started before Nagelsmann did, so he's been there longer than Nagelsmann, even though they pretty much moved to the team in the summer. We got some more messages in. We got Stuart Davis saying, come on Dortmund, with a yellow love heart and a black love heart in terms of the colours that they play in, especially the home colours that they're wearing tonight in front of their home fans. So there is an advantage there for the Dortmund team tonight in terms of how many fans they've got in the stadium and playing in a stadium that they play in, week out. We got Carol saying Lewandowski the best. Lewandowski gold ball. He's so good, isn't he, Carol? He's absolutely fantastic to watch. He always scores. He scored last Friday in that difficult draw away to Mönchengladbach. It was his goal that rescued them a point, even though it was in the first half. It ended 1-1, but Mönchengladbach had a lot of big chances at the end of that game. They missed a couple of tap-in chances, which the ball went across the face of goal, but they couldn't tap the ball in to basically put themselves back ahead and potentially win the game. Anyway, back with Bayern Munich. So we're back with their goalkeeper now. Don't be shy, folks. Do get in touch on our live chat page. Do let us know where you're watching the game from today, and vote on our poll as well. It's currently 53% of Bayern Munich, of you thinking Bayern Munich will win, and 47% for Dortmund. Here, Dortmund on the halfway line. Now with Reina. Now onto the right wing, and it's gone out for a throw-in for Dortmund. It was Alphonso Davies with the block. And it will be Pazlak who will take the throw-in. Right, here's Thomas Muller on the halfway line on the left-hand side. Falls down. Not a foul, says the referee. Hope you folks like my Dortmund and Bayern Munich shirts in the background. You'll probably notice the Dortmund shirt is actually a kid's size, hence why it looks so much smaller than the Bayern Munich one. Big difference. The Bayern Munich one I think is like extra large, while that Dortmund shirt, it's actually got Goetz on the back, which takes you back in time since he's now not at Dortmund. The guy who scored the World Cup winning goal for Germany at the 2014 World Cup final in extra time against Argentina. Sadly, a forgotten man who's had problems since and ended up going to, when I last checked, he was at PSV Eindhoven last season. I don't know if he's still there. We got a free kick here for Dortmund just inside their own half. 13.5 minutes gone. But yeah, what a result for Dortmund. 5-1 over Frankfurt, a team that finished in the Champions League spots last season. Frankfurt, they were a strong team, yeah, they were absolutely fantastic on the weekend. Again, Haaland was involved in all the goals. As I say this, here come Bayern Munich. Muller, oh, he kind of slips down when he makes the kick. Has he won a corner though? I think he might have done, but I think he knows that was a big chance. It was a good ball to him. He looked as though it has been raining tonight. I don't know if it still is in Germany, in Dortmund, but it's, you can tell just when you see a player completely soaking wet just minutes into a game and with grass all over their arms when they fall down. Yep, it is raining. I could just see it now. Bayern Munich with a corner. And at the end of it all, there's a free kick. Not sure what that was, but apparently there was contact from Lewandowski. I wasn't watching that. It was towards Reina, I think. But the referee has given it to Dortmund and they can get themselves back out from the box. But yeah, new era for Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Nagelsmann being the manager now of Bayern Munich. A lot of pressure for a youngster like him, you'd say. He's only in his early 30s. But he did well at RB Leipzig in the same division. And let's not forget, he got them to the Champions League. Oh, big chance there. Koeman just completely well, he completely takes the ball over the crossbar from close range, and he slams the ground in reaction. I don't blame him, because within quarter of an hour, Bayern Munich have had 2 golden chances. Well, maybe golden chances is a bit over the top, but that was a big, big chance for Bayern Munich. We've got ourselves a goal kick after all that. But yeah, Nagelsmann, I'd say straight away he'll be under some pressure, because he's got to first of all win the league, because Bayern Munich have won the league every season, I think, for the last 7-8 years now. So the Bayern Munich fans and the board expect them to win the league again, especially with the recruitment and the funding that they probably have compared to all the other teams in the Bundesliga. Dortmund, of course, you'd expect to be the main threat to stop them from winning another league again. But yeah, you'd expect that at least from Nagelsmann, and I know that's big pressure in your first ever season at Bayern Munich, but that's the standard. If you're going to sign up to it, expect that, and I'm sure Nagelsmann knows exactly what his responsibility will be and the targets he has to meet for this season. So a big job for him, managing Bayern Munich, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and no doubt in my eyes the biggest club in German football. Dortmund have just been caught offside on the left wing of Bayern Munich's half, so that'll be a free kick for Bayern Munich. No, he's way offside. And now our poll has changed a little bit. It's now to 50%. So it's very even between Dortmund and Bayern Munich on our poll after 64 votes. Dortmund 50%, Bayern Munich 50%. It's that tight on our live chat poll. We very rarely have a tight vote on our poll when we do our sport watch alongs. If you haven't yet, do give us a like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. There are some Bayern Munich fans. There are Bayern Munich fans sitting in with Dortmund fans, it seems. I was just showing footage of a Bayern Munich fan with his Bayern Munich scarf and the red home shirt sitting next to a Dortmund fan, which we actually saw. I saw that between Mönchengladbach and Bayern Munich on Friday. There was a Mönchengladbach fan sitting next to a Bayern Munich fan. They clearly knew each other, and you know, it was nice to see that, not having fans separated. But of course, that is football. It is a risk if you do that. Of course, in rugby though, they're very calm. There's no bad things said between each other. In rugby, it's so different to football in terms of the crowd. The crowd in football is amazing, especially in some stadiums, but yeah. Here come Dortmund. It's with Haaland. Jamie Burgoyne, who's a Shrewsbury fan, says that Shrewsbury are already 1-0 down, which is Sal up if you're not aware. That's their nickname. Saying they're 1-0 down to Portsmouth away. Portsmouth, big team in League One. So thanks for the update from Burgoyne there. Yazin Hossam says Bayern. And Burgoyne also says, I have that Bayern shirt, but people-sized. Dortmund have a throw-in just next to the corner flag on the far side. Dortmund playing the ball back. Bayern Munich should pick it up. Yeah, it's a loose ball. Davies trying to push the ball forward long for Muller there, but it should get to Kabul, the goalkeeper. No problem. Makes the clearance. Lands on the halfway line. Dortmund have it in possession. Not really seen anything from Haaland yet as we reach nearly 20 minutes. Oh, and there's a ball through. Oh, what a save from Neuer. One-on-one, Marco Royce found a great through ball into the box, completely unmarked, took the shot, tried to get it past Neuer towards the bottom left corner. Bellingham with the ball through, it looks like. And Marco Royce nearly, well, he pretty much thought he had it, and then his foot stuck out of Manuel Neuer. His right leg making the save. With that contact, it made the ball go over the crossbar, and it will be a corner kick. But what a save that was from Manuel Neuer. probably should have been 1-0 up, Dortmund. That's the biggest chance of the game we've had so far. Here comes the corner. Terrible corner. It goes to the first man of Bayern. It's headed out of the box. Now Dortmund will try again with another cross. Upamecano with a header out this time, I think. And here comes the ball through to, I think it's Lewandowski on the right wing. And it will be a corner. 20.5 minutes gone. We've got end-to-end stuff here, folks. Dortmund just moments ago close to taking the lead, but Manuel Neuer's right leg making the big save. And Bayern Munich have had 1 or 2 shots that have gone way off target, but they were in the danger zone. And if they had made those shots correct on target, we could have had some goals already in this game. They're showing a slow motion of Marco Royce looking frustrated about that. I don't think he can be too hard on himself. It was a great save. Hansi Flick watching on up in the stands. Of course, he's the Germany manager these days. Oh, Muller with the header in, and it's headed away after that corner. Should be a Bayern Munich throw, and it will be on the far side. Neuer. And Dortmund do have a free kick here. And we've got a first yellow card of the game. Is that for Sully? It is, yeah. Sully gets a yellow card. He did go late in on Haaland. He slid right underneath him as well, so I think that was fair enough. And we've had a few minutes of this game. I think even so, regardless, I think that's always going to be a yellow card, regardless of what time in the game, even if it is early on. So Bayern Munich have to defend this as we reach the midway point of the first half. It's Borussia Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 0 here at the Signal Iduna Park. So Marco Royce with the free kick, or just over the bar. He's wearing the captain's armband tonight for Dortmund, as expected. Wasn't a bad take. It's still quite high over, but he was trying to approach the top left corner of the net, but he couldn't reach the target. And it's still, after a few more votes on our poll, it's 50-50. Dortmund 50%, Bayern Munich 50%. No one can decide who's going to win. And the scoreline will tell you that as well. I don't know if there's extra time after this or if it goes straight to penalties. Oh, had to be headed out there. Kabul doing Manuel Neuer by coming way out of his penalty box to header the ball out to stop Lewandowski from collecting it, I think it was. Here come Dortmund. 5 of them inside Bayern Munich's half. So they try and press from the halfway line. Instead, Upamecano intercepts. Ooh, so the Upamecano got a foul on him. Is this going to be a yellow card for Marco Royce? Well, Marco Royce pushes Kimmich. it was a bit of a high studs up there from from Marco Royce, but Upamecano had his leg up there. It was just him who picked up the contact. Then Kimmich was having a go at Royce, and Royce pushes him away. Two players that are, of course, teammates for the national team in the past, especially the last World Cup. Let us know on the live chat page, folks, where you're watching the game from tonight. Who's your favourite Bayern Munich or Dortmund player? Let us know on the live chat page. 25 minutes gone. It is still goalless. Fighting for a Super Cup. An early bit of silverware at the start of the season. Of course, Bayern Munich, I think they won this Super Cup last season, but they won everything last season. They won the Champions League the season before, and then last season they went on to win the UEFA Super Cup, this Super Cup in Germany. Too many Super Cups for them, but yeah, they won a lot of Super Cups. And of course, they won the Club World Cup as well earlier this year from last season. Thomas Muller. It's gone across the field to Alphonso Davies. Now with Serge Gnabry. Oh, he's lost it completely there, and it's now with Haaland who picks up the ball through to him. He's going to have to probably hold the ball a little bit here because he's the only one up front. Here's Haaland now, he crosses it in. Not really much of a threat there, so he was able to just clear it out for a throw-in. Haaland couldn't find any of his teammates in that penalty area. Pazlak to take the throw-in again on the pretty much in line with the 18-yard box. Bit of a toing and fromming here for Dortmund, but they've still got the possession. It's now with Witzel. Or is it, how do you say, is it Witzel or Witzel? Or do you say Witzel with the W being a V, sounding like a V instead of a W? I can't remember. I imagine it's Witzel, but it doesn't sound right. Even though it's a W as his first letter in his name. Bayern Munich with a long ball down the middle that ends up in the Dortmund penalty area, but it's just straight to the hands of Kobel, the Dortmund goalkeeper at the end. Oh, we've had a breakthrough on our poll. It's now Bayern Munich 51% of you voting for them to win the Super Cup tonight. 49% for Dortmund. It's ever so close. Just as I say, there come Dortmund. Oh, Alphonso Davies intercepts the ball beautifully there, which was a big threat. As it looked as though it was Moukoko, the forward for Dortmund, who nearly had the ball and could have gone one-on-one with Neuer. But Alphonso Davies, with his blistering pace, came back to get in front of Moukoko and intercept. There'll be a throw for Bayern. Oh, here is Moukoko. He'll have a go at goal, and it's straight to the hands of Neuer. Tight angle from the right-hand side. He had a defender in front of him as well. He had no problems getting it past the defender at that pace, but his shot was always going to be covered by Neuer, especially when you look at the save he made against Marco Royce earlier on in this game, which has no doubt been the biggest chance between the two sides so far in this big rivalry in German football. Neuer having to use his right leg to make the save against a Marco Royce shot that was no doubt going to find the net if he hadn't made the save. And then luckily for him, the deflection off his leg went over the crossbar as well. So it could have still hit his leg and still carried itself into the goal, but instead it went way over. And you kind of wonder, I do look at Neuer, because I think he means it with those saves. He makes some big saves. He's made some saves on the line with one of his arms. So strong that it just somehow just doesn't advance past him. It still gets stopped, and he controls the situation and then avoids conceding a goal for his team. And I do think, I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know what Manuel Neuer's diet is. I don't know how he exercises and all that, but he must have some muscle on him, because he really does. He is a strong goalkeeper. Not only does he make some great saves, but he also seems to have the muscles to stop that ball. So it's all about strength, surely, when it's a blistering shot from a striker, when it's so much power behind it. We got Arnie Moran getting in touch. Hello, Arnie. Hope you're well. Saying, hey, I'm new here. How are you? I'm very well, Arnie. How are you? Where are you from, Arnie? Let us know, and we'll talk some more. If you haven't yet, Arnie, do subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it to help follow the channel for our future watch-alongs. It'd be very much appreciated. And Dahoud's got a yellow card now, this time for Dortmund. So that's a yellow card apiece for both teams. So we've got a free kick here for Bayern Munich. About 40 yards out on the right-hand side, so it has to be crossed in. Instead it's... Well, I think it was played over to Coman, I think, to the right wing. He couldn't make the cross, yet it was him. Instead he won a throw-in. 13 minutes to go, but as expected, this is a tight game. Arnie saying, I'm good, I'm from Belgium. Who do you support, Arnie? Is it Dortmund or Bayern Munich, one of your teams? Or is it a team in Belgium that you support? Maybe Standard Liège. Liège. I can't even say it. He's also saying, Arnie Moran saying Neuer is the best keeper ever. He is a cracking goalkeeper. Bayern Munich have a free kick on the left wing. I think it might have been a foul on Upamecano there. No, it was Gnabry. We haven't really been able to see much of Gnabry tonight. Dortmund have seemed to have maybe put a couple of plays on him each time he's had the ball. He is dangerous, Gnabry. He is good to watch. He's definitely got goals in him, as we've seen from him at Bayern Munich in the past. Arnie saying that he is a Bayern Munchen fan, saying of course. 12 minutes to go. Bayern Munich. Oh, lovely ball in if that works. Muller, surely. Oh, it's saved. Oh, and it's stopped off the line. What a chance. Lewandowski saying that it came off one of the Dortmund arms as it goes for a corner. And I'm sure, obviously, VAR is normally in place these days in German football. We have got a Bayern Munich corner coming up, but look, they're going to check for maybe a possible penalty, but I don't think it is. But also, I think there might have been one or two Bayern Munich players that were offside there when they played that free kick into the box. It was a clever free kick, sneaky little low ball pass into the box to Thomas Muller, the closest man from the free kick position. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. I'm surprised they haven't given it for offside maybe, but maybe they weren't. But it's instead just going to be a corner. Oh, I think Lewandowski tried a bicycle kick there, or a scissor kick at least, and he made contact with it, but he couldn't convert it on target, and instead it was so wide it went out for a throw-in on the near side for Dortmund. But that could have been one hell of a goal. He's done goals like that in the past, right behind Haaland as well as he did it. The two number 9s near each other in that box. I remember the last time we did a watch-along for the last Dortmund Bayern Munich game. I think it was in either February or March time earlier this year, last season. And I remember in that game, Haaland scored twice within the opening 10 minutes. And then what did Lewandowski do? He reacted to that responded to Haaland's goals and scored a hat-trick to help Bayern Munich win that game. Absolutely fantastic in the De Klassiker, as they call it. That's what they call it between these rivalries. Oh, and I think Dortmund under pressure again there. They've made the clearance, but Moukokou's done brilliantly there to hold the ball up and keep the possession for Dortmund. He's now got it to Haaland. Moukoko making the run down the middle. It's Moukoko. He's not offside. He has scored. I don't think... Is it offside? Yep, it is. It's disallowed. He wasn't... He looked a bit unsure when he scored. He thought, look, I'll play on until they say so. But let's watch the replay. Oh, he's way offside. He's pretty much his entire body, but his right foot is offside. So, yeah, no doubt there. I mean, good finish by Moukoko. Nice and calm. Past Manuel Neuer. Still found the net, but straight after the flag was raised. And the scoreline remains at goalless at 0-0. If you've just joined us, it's about 9 minutes left of this first half. And a very... Oh, bad header there from Reina towards Kobel. And Kobel luckily got there still, because the header was not powerful enough for it to go straight to his feet, as they were under pressure on the edge of the box from one of the Bayern Munich players putting pressure on them there. It just shows what pressure can do on your opponents if you show it. Gnabry wins a throw-in on the near side. We got Lemmy from Hamburg, and that is literally the name on their YouTube account. Lemmy from Hamburg saying, I'm a Liverpool fan, go Dortmund, you never walk alone. It seems to be there is a big link up between Dortmund and Liverpool fans. I think it is because Dortmund, I don't know if they do still, but there was a time when they played the song You'll Never Walk Alone, which of course Liverpool play at Anfield before each game kicks off, and all the fans sing it, especially in the Kop end, and raise their Liverpool flags and scarves to the song. It's a very passionate song, a very meaningful song to Liverpool Football Club, and I think Dortmund did something like that, and I think that's where the link up comes from. We got Thomas Muller, tries to get it across to Koeman on the right into the box. Oh, he nearly scored from the half volley. It goes wide past the far post at the end, and Koeman, after Muller's pass took a deflection, still was there for Koeman to take the shot. Goes across the face of goal, but it couldn't find the net. Looked as though Kobel had the goal covered if he did find that on target, though. Of course, this is Nagelsmann's first ever Dortmund-Bayern Munich game as a Bayern Munich manager, and of course for Marco Rose as the Dortmund manager who left Borussia Mönchengladbach last season. His old team getting a good result against Bayern Munich the other night. Could have won the game. But Bayern Munich, hang on, it's Haaland! Oh, it's saved by Neuer. He still picks up the deflection. He'll go for a shot at goal, and it's straight at the goalkeeper at the end. I think he's offside, though. I think that's why the referee has just paused. Got Arnie Morin sending us a few red circles in response to his support for Bayern Munich. They're playing in their home colours. Actually, no, they're not, sorry. They're not playing in their home colours tonight. They're playing in the white away shirt, their new white away kit, which surprises me because I thought Bayern would normally play in red, even when they're against Dortmund, but not tonight. Maybe they're just showing off their new away kit to get their fans buying it, maybe. Arnie Morin saying Lewandowski. I do love that nickname. That was probably from Thomas Muller in that press conference. And he also says, rest in peace, Gerd Muller. Yep, sad day the other day in German football. Gerd Muller passing away at the age of 75. And he won the FIFA World Cup in 1974. Game paused there at the moment. Bayern Munich with a quick free kick down the right hand side. It's Koeman on his own. He may have to hold the ball up. He does so. There's two in the box for him now. He crosses it in. Oh, Lewandowski. He had his opponent down on the ground and he tried to reach the ball and he couldn't keep it which was so vital if he had done, because he would have had the ball right in front of goal, and when Lewandowski's in front of goal, it's normally a goal. But anyway, they've got another chance here. It's Gnabry on the left wing. Brings it in. Header! That should be 1-0, and yes, it is. Who is it? It's Robin Lewandowski. I think, yeah, it is a goal. For a moment, I thought he might have been offside, but he is not. It is a goal for Bayern Munich. And it's Lewandowski who opens the scoring, and Bayern Munich, with 5 minutes to go until half-time, take the lead in this Super Cup against Borussia Dortmund. And as you'd probably imagine, there might be a bit of silence in that stadium with the Dortmund fans at their home turf. But let's re-watch this again. It was pressed from the left wing, from the halfway line. It was with Kingsley Coman, I think. No, it was Gnabry, sorry, with the cross with his right foot. And Lewandowski, by the way, he ran into the box to make that header. So no one could really mark him at the time or track him. And Lewandowski, he read the cross absolutely spot on. And there he goes. He scores. Absolutely fantastic. So, we've got a few minutes to go till half time, and it's Bayern Munich who draw first blood. And Nagelsmann showing a replay of him shouting, come on, from the sidelines. Fantastic. So, Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 1. And Arnie Morin has responded again by saying the words again of Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Lemmy from Hamburg has said, have to say it, but Lewandowski is the best. I mean, let's be honest. I nearly said Lewandowski then, instead of his actual name, but in my eyes, I think Lewandowski should be given the Ballon d'Or for this year, because he should have had it last year. To be honest, I think he should have had it last year because they cancelled the FIFA Ballon d'Or, but yet all the other football awards, I'm aware, still happened. So it's a real shame that Lewandowski didn't get it. He deserved it. He won everything last season. Top goal scorer in the world, I think, in a football season, something like that. But you know, he deserved it. But at least we finally have a goal. Arnie Morin saying, I would like to eat Gnabry his spaghetti. What? You might have to rephrase that. I don't get that, unless that's exactly what you meant. Oh yes, lovely little flick there from Coman to Kimmich. Just watching a replay there. So a minute and a half to go until we have half time. Lemmy from Hamburg speaking about what I just mentioned, saying he was robbed last year. He was. He was the top goal scorer in Europe, I think, the season that's just gone as well. So that alone, I think, should be enough to win the Ballon d'Or. Yes, I know he didn't win the Champions League, and normally you kind of need to win that to win the Ballon d'Or at least. And he only really won the Bundesliga with Germany last season. So I do think he should have had a Ballon d'Or. I think you should still go back to that season and have an actual awards thing for it. I do think it was wrong to cancel it because we still had football last season, even during COVID. We had 3 months on hiatus of no football. 2 months if you mention Bundesliga starting a bit early, and other leagues in Asia that started a bit earlier than where I am in England with the Premier League. But yeah, he should have won it. We deep down we know he's a Ballon d'Or winner, just not officially, and he doesn't have the trophy to show for it. He still won the best. I think he still won Player of the Year on the FIFA awards thing, but that's just like the thing before the Ballon d'Or. Kingsley Coman is injured at the moment. Now I was just thinking this, Arnie Morin, and I was going to mention this, and I actually might have to agree with you. Arnie Morin saying, I think they are going to give Lewandowski his Ballon d'Or from 2020 this year. Well, I'd love to see that. Because I think, who knows? They might invite him just as a guest anyway, and just go, we've still got a Ballon d'Or to give out from last year, and after having a quick vote on it, it's Lewandowski, and he'd no doubt get it. He would no doubt get it if they ever did. But yeah, Oni Moran saying, not if your name is Messi when it comes to Ballon d'Or, as in like you don't need to win the Champions League. Yeah, that's probably about right. 1 minute of added time given here. We've already had 30 seconds of added time. So at the moment it looks as though Bayern Munich should go into half-time rather happy that they have that first goal of the game. About 10 seconds to go. Dortmund seem to have a free kick here. Lewandowski not happy with the contact made against him from, I think it was De Hood actually. De Hood's got a yellow card already. But in all fairness, it was Lewandowski that went into him when going for the header, so I'm not really sure what he's complaining about, unless it was De Hood that started the complaining maybe. But anyway, it's half time, and Thomas Muller just there high fives Lewandowski, and I'm sure he's delighted with his opening goal to separate the two sides here at half time. There's still a lot to play for. Dortmund have had some moments in this game, including Marco Royce's chance at goal that was well saved from the right leg of Manuel Neuer. So anyway, we're going to take a quick short break here, but at half time it is Borussia Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 1 in the DFL Super Cup of 2021. Let us know, folks, on the live chat page who has impressed you the most so far in this game. But I think at the same time, of course, still a lot to play for. If Dortmund can find an equaliser and get a draw at full time, we will, of course. I don't know if it's extra time and then penalties, or if it's straight to penalties. I would assume it's extra time and penalties, because it's very rare that you have competitions now that go straight to penalties. Just because I think people don't like games being decided that way, but sadly that's what happens. So yeah, let us know, folks, on the live chat page. What do you think? What did you think of that first half? Let's look at our live poll. Now, it has changed a bit since Bayern Munich scored. Bayern Munich now leading with 57% of your votes. Borussia Dortmund at 43% of your votes. So it might change. Of course, if you haven't voted yet, do vote on our live poll. And if you haven't yet, do get in touch on our live chat page. And if you haven't as well, give us a like if you're enjoying the stream. Really appreciate that. And we'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button and follow Let's Talk Sport on YouTube. We also do, as well as this match, we also do watch-alongs for the Bundesliga alone. We'll try and do one or two of them this weekend. And of course, we do all sorts of other football competitions around Europe mainly, and here in England. We also do a bit of Formula 1, MotoGP, W Series, racing, a bit of snooker, a bit of tennis, cricket we're hoping to do soon. We might do that in the future. So we do all sorts of sports, as you can tell, UFC as well. So we don't just do football, we do other sports as well. And if you like any of those that I mentioned, be sure to click that subscribe button. Looking at the stats from half-time, after the first half. Bayern Munich with 1 goal, of course, to Dortmund 0. Shots total has been more Bayern Munich. 3 shots total and 1 for Dortmund. 2 or 1. Yeah. So, yeah, it was just that shot on target from Marco Royce, and that was the only shot on target for Dortmund. The stats have just disappeared on my screen, so I can't tell you the rest of it in just at the moment. Let's read some of your comments. Bright Gomera asking, where can I stream the match? There is a free live streams website that I've used in the past that still works now. It might work for you tonight for your game. It's currently on Sky Sports Premier League channel in England, if you're in England, Bright Gomera. It depends where you're based. I'm not entirely sure. Arnie Morin asking, do you think Haaland will ever win a Ballon d'Or? Yes. I think it depends on where if we're talking about between now and the end of his career, I don't think he would ever win one playing at Dortmund unless he broke goal scoring records in a season, maybe. But I think he would have to win trophies as well if he does do that in that particular season, if that did happen. I think Erling Haaland is going to stay at Dortmund. I mean, he's been playing in the pre-season games. He's playing in the opening game of the league back on the weekend. He's playing tonight. And I honestly think Erling Haaland will stay for one more season and then he'll leave Dortmund. Which I must admit, I would have thought maybe this summer he might actually go. But I think if he had gone, he probably would have gone by now. Or he would have been doing a Harry Kane, which is not playing at all, even when they're still part of the club, which happens to a lot of players when they are rumoured to leave or they want to leave and they're expected to go to another club. So we're still waiting on that with Harry Kane. Of course, I'd imagine Man City will be the most likely destination, because I think they're the only club that can afford the bill and the price tag that Man City, Tottenham Hotspur and Daniel Levy are asking for, which is believed to be 160 million. Imagine paying that after you've just bought one player for 100 million. Normally that's enough for one transfer window, but maybe Man City are willing to do it. So yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, with Haaland, I think he can do it. I think he will probably need to go to a bigger club, a club that can win him the Champions League. Maybe Real Madrid, maybe Barcelona, maybe Man United, maybe Man City, maybe Chelsea. I think those are the clubs he needs to look at to help him maybe win a Ballon d'Or, but to also win the biggest trophies in Europe. Haaland, from where he's from Norway, a country that very rarely make major tournaments when you talk about the World Cup and the Euros, but also the fact that if you think about it, Champions League is probably the most realistic thing he can win at a club level. Now, his old manager at Molde, who's now the manager of Manchester United, Mr. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's won the Champions League, and he did that with Man United by scoring the winning goal in the '99 Champions League final, which probably made him the most famous Norwegian footballer because of that. Great striker, great poacher, and he did very, very well at Man United. He won everything under Sir Alex Ferguson in the 10 years or so he was there. Here he is now as a manager who's hoping to replicate that as a manager instead, which is absolutely fantastic. So I honestly think Haaland's quite inspired by someone like Solskjaer to think that a man from his country has been able to win big trophies as well as a striker. And let's be honest, Haaland looks to be more deadlier and a better player than what Solskjaer ever was. And I'm sure Solskjaer, if he was sitting here, he'd probably agree with me. And I'm sure most of you would agree with me. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how many trophies you win. That makes you more significant. So I think he can win the Ballon d'Or, but I don't think it would be if he was to stay at Dortmund, I'm afraid. Dortmund aren't a team that can promise him competing for Champions League. They qualify for them, but they haven't been anywhere near the Champions League final since 2013. Completely different squad now, of course. And that was when they had Robert Lewandowski there before they had to let him go for Bayern Munich on a free transfer, which still amazes me. Absolutely ridiculous. So a good question, that, Arnie Moran. I like that. Lenny from Hamburg has said, sorry to say I like Dortmund, but he will go to a bigger club. Yeah, exactly. He knows he has to, I think. But yeah, he knows that. His agent will tell him that just in case. But Haaland, he has said in interviews earlier this year, I think, that he is focused about Dortmund. He didn't say he had any intention to leave them. He said his focus was to do his commitment with the club. So, I do think Haaland, he'll no doubt do one more season. I'm absolutely certain of it. But I think it'll only be one more season because at some point he'll be too cheap for Dortmund to keep hold of. They have to let him go and get money back out of him after all the investment they've made for him and tried to make him into a better player. Lemmy Hamburg has also said that... Lemmy from Hamburg, saying that, Haaland at Manchester City, if he went there, he could win the Ballon d'Or. Who knows? I'm surprised. All this talk of Man City going in for Harry Kane, who will probably cost more than Erling Haaland, yet Erling Haaland's only, 19 years old, 20 years old? So, you could get someone who's a lot younger and maybe a bit cheaper to buy for at the moment, and get them joining your team for the future, which at the moment Manchester City I think would definitely attract him because they've got the money to pay his wages and to pay a good fee for Dortmund, but also they were Champions League finalists a few months ago, so they're clearly competitive. And Haaland lost to City in the Champions League knockout stages last season, so I don't see why he can't. Why Man City couldn't look at Haaland this summer, or even maybe next summer, instead of Harry Kane. Save your money and get Erling Haaland. I don't get it. Got nothing wrong against Harry Kane. He is a fantastic player. He's a proven Premier League player. That's what's important here about this transfer. He's done it in his whole time pretty much at Tottenham Hotspur, scoring all those ridiculous goals and getting a few golden boots on the way. He got a golden boot, let's not forget, for England at the last World Cup, which doesn't happen very often, because the last time that happened for England with one of our players was Gary Lineker at the Mexico 86 World Cup, which, again, we didn't win that, sadly, but we took something back home with us, which was Lineker, which I think helped him out a lot. I think it made him a bigger player worldwide and more known with all the transfers that all the clubs they played for afterwards. So yeah, Arnie Moran's actually saying I don't like Kane. I like Kane. He's great. I think he's been a great captain for England. I think he's got to be careful with his attitude towards this Spurs thing, because he might lose his captaincy from England if he doesn't focus this season on getting on with his football. Because at some point, he's got to play football again. And I think really, if he hasn't gone to City yet, he should play the next game for Spurs at least. It's a sad way for him to leave. Tottenham fans deep down would love him to stay, but deep down they know that they're not competitive enough for him to win trophies for the talent that he has. Simple as that. Lemmy from Hamburg has actually said City will get Kane or Haaland. I think Kane is the most likely player that they'll get. They need a striker, but I'm just amazed they haven't looked into Haaland, because Haaland's dad used to play for Man City as well, so there's that connection there. His dad might even welcome that even more than coming to like Man United after what Roy Keane did to him in that game a few years back in the 90s, I think it was, where he pretty much ended his career from a very, very nasty tackle. So yeah, horrible. Arnie Moran asking if there's any Spurs fans here. Arnie Moran saying, I think Haaland is better than Kane. I completely agree. Already looking great. Jamie Burgoyne saying Harry Kane is just an overpriced Troy Deeney. Maybe. Sev Fan says Dortmund. Hello, Sev Fan. Hope you're well. Take it you're not happy with the Dortmund scoreline then, if you're mentioning Dortmund on the live chat page. Lemmy from Hamburg says Kane is 29, Haaland is 21. Let me double check that, because I could have sworn Erling Haaland was 19. I might be wrong though. No, you're right, sorry. Erling Haaland, 21 years old. He was born on the 21st of July of 2000. I actually didn't know this, but he was born in Leeds. So that must have been when his dad was playing for Leeds. Oh, that's funny. I think he played for Leeds. I'd imagine so. Yeah, I think he did. I think he did after Man City. I might be wrong though. Harry Kane, is he 29 then? I didn't realise he was that old. He's 28. Harry Kane was 28 actually on the 28th of July last month. He was born in 1993. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, in terms of age and the opportunity to go to a bigger club, it's now or never for Kane, I feel. So I think he wants this transfer more than anybody else, actually, if he's the one who's refusing to turn up for training for Tottenham and stuff like that. But, yeah, I honestly think that we could have... I just think... I mean, look, I'll say this now. I was watching Sky Sports the other day talk about this, and they were saying that with Kane, Tottenham, they won't be in a rush to sell him because they've still got 3 years left of his contract. So, you know, they've got another season at least of him without him to worry so much about the price maybe. But also, you know, they've got the price tag there and they know that Man City could pay it if they wanted to. So, yeah. Lemmy from Hamburg saying to you, Burgoyne, that you don't disrespect the Troy. I'd imagine that's Troy Deeney. Arnie Morin has come out and said, I think Kylian Mbappe is not great. He is just overrated. He's not having a good time at the moment. I don't think, I might be wrong, but I think he did play in PSG's game last week on Sunday night or Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night. And I don't think I think he might have played and didn't score. They still won, but, you know, he is needed there. Let's have a look at the lineup. It looks as though he did play. Yeah, Mbappe started, but he didn't score. Yep, no goals for him. Of course, we're still waiting for Lionel Messi to make his debut for PSG. We're still waiting for that. It's not going to be this weekend. Apparently, it'll be the week after, because I think he's just trying to get himself match fit and ready since he's had all this commotion going on in the background at FC Barcelona. We're just pretty much waiting for the start of the second half. It should be any moment now as we're reaching past the kickoff time for the second half. I'll just add the second half clock while I'm at it. And yet again, the clock starts when I insert it. So apologies, this is on your screen. I'll just make it smaller. Just do a bit of cropping. Stuff that I should do before we go live, but I just didn't do it this time. So naughty me. So there you go. Clock hasn't started yet, in case you wonder. I'm just getting it ready. Boom. Well, the players are about to come back out onto the pitch. Looks as though Bayern Munich are first out from the tunnel. And we are just moments away from the start of this second half. And as you'd expect, the Bayern Munich fans would probably be singing a bit more come the start of this second half, a bit more chirpy than the Dortmund fans, but Dortmund have still got 45 minutes to go to try and change the scoreline and not let their rivals win a trophy in front of them. AAA Guitar says, Dababi. Who's that? Who's Dababi? Who you on about there, mate? Let me know. Arnie Moran says, time goes fast. Certainly does. Lemmy from Hamburg saying 150 for Kane, 29, or 150 million for Haaland at 21. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I don't understand why we've not heard that link. Man City have been interested, I think, of Haaland. I mean, who hasn't been? Every big club should look into Erling Haaland as a possibility because he's phenomenal. And then Lemmy also says, easy, go for Haaland. Arnie Moran saying, I'm following you on Instagram. Oh, thanks very much, Arnie. Much appreciated. Drift Max saying, Bayern. Well, they're winning at the moment. And the second half has just begun with Dortmund restarting the game here for the second half. In this second half, it'll be Dortmund attacking from right to left, Bayern Munich from left to right. Dortmund in their usual home colours, since they are playing at Signal Iduna Park, which is the home of Borussia Dortmund, and the famous yellow wall. Bayern Munich playing in the full white away kit tonight. Here's Gnabry already on the run. Now, if they went 2-0 up here straight away, this would be a bad start for Dortmund. And a shot that looked like a shot from Koeman. It was going wide anyway, and it came off one of the Dortmund players. And after all that, it'll be a goal kick for Bayern Munich. I think it was Witsel with the block from that shot, and he takes a short pass from his goalkeeper of Kabul to start proceedings with the goal kick. We have just recently reached 4,460 subscribers, so thank you to those that have subscribed. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and follow the channel on YouTube. It's free to do so. Don't worry, the word subscribe on our channel doesn't mean you have to pay for anything. It's simply free, and you'll be kept updated on when our next watch-alongs and videos are uploaded and when we go live on our YouTube channel. So don't miss out on that. Click that subscribe button and click that like button as well. 2 minutes gone in this second half. Dortmund looking for that equaliser, while Bayern Munich hope to double the lead and maybe put the game to bed early on. And that long ball from Alphonso Davies there was nowhere near Lewandowski, and the Dortmund goalkeeper picks it up and says thank you very much. Arnie Moran asking, do you think Davies ever gonna win a Ballon d'Or? I mean, I don't know. My surname is Jamie Davies, so you know, I'd love to win one, but no. I can't see Alphonso Davies ever winning one, just because of his in terms of the traditional certain players that win Ballon d'Ors, it's normally a forward, and I think asking a player who's mainly a full-back instead of a centre half, well, wing-back maybe you could say. I can't really see Alphonso Davies winning it. I love Alphonso Davies though. He's a fantastic player for where he comes from as well, Canada. You know, we don't talk much about Canada's footballers because there's never really been that many that have kind of hit the scene or kind of trying to think of the words, basically break the wall and kind of get us watching. Burgoyne's also saying that he thinks that you're talking about Stuart Davis, Arnie, which Stuart Davis is one of our members of the channel that does these watch-alongs, and it looks as though we're going to have our first substitution here for Bayern Munich, and it's Coman who's going to come off here for Leroy Sané. Anyway, here come Bayern Munich, it's Lewandowski, surely Muller taps it in, and it's 2-0 Bayern Munich just out of nowhere. I just saw it in the corner of my eye. Bayern Munich with some fast-paced attacking from the left-hand side. They get it into the box. Lewandowski flicks the ball across past the goalkeeper, and all Thomas Muller had to do with his left foot was tap it in. The easiest touch he'll ever make towards goal, and it's exactly what Bayern Munich ordered at the start of the second half, because now they are leading by 2-0 in this DFL Super Cup. I'll just see if there's any offside here. And we talked about Alphonso Davies. It was him with the cross. Lewandowski actually didn't make any touch with the ball at the end, but he went up right next to it to try and flick it in front of the goalkeeper. It was enough to trick the keeper and not get the ball with his left hand. And then it was just simply there for Muller to tap it in. He had Leroy Sané next to him as well. So if it wasn't going to be Muller, it was no doubt going to be Sané. So 2-0. And all of a sudden Dortmund are in trouble. Which, I must admit, I didn't expect this. I thought Dortmund would be a bit more up for this, but at the moment they are down by 2-0 with 40 minutes left to play for. They're going to have to get a grip now. They have to come out and play and try and get themselves back in this game. Anyway, we got ourselves a throw in here, or was that a free kick for Dortmund actually on the far end? 15.5 minutes gone. We got Lemmy from Hamburg saying Muller is a beast. Arnie Moran saying yes, and we got GLP Paletten saying 2-0. We got Lemmy from Hamburg saying 10 years, still going. So a lot of you Bayern Munich fans delighted with the scoreline at the moment. Yeah, Nagelsmann's delighted, you can tell, because he knows that this is a big game for him. Just because it's his first few days, of the season as a Bayern Munich manager. And in a way, it's called first impressions with the fans and the board, maybe, to just at least get a trophy. I'm not saying he's nervous, but just to settle the nerves if there's any doubts of you succeeding at a big club. He'll be delighted. Super Cup can be seen as a very important trophy to some. And I think for someone like Nagelsmann, who's just started his reign at Bayern Munich and wants this to last, he would love it. So 52 minutes gone. It's Borussia Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 2. Lewandowski with a goal in the first half with a header and a tap in just a few moments ago from Thomas Müller to make it 2-0 for the champions of the Bundesliga. And that's a great through ball to Haaland. This is a big moment. Haaland, he scores! Is he offside? I think he is, yeah. Great goal, great finish, great pace and great calmness towards it. But I think he knew, the moment he scored, he looked towards the side of the pitch to see if he was offside. Oh, it was tight. I think he is, just probably from his right leg. That's a shame. I think it was Alphonso Davies that came into the box to try and make the slide challenge and stop the shot, but he was too late. And Haaland did score. But Haaland looked to the skies then and went, why? Why? It's not the offside. It's the word they do not like the most. For any of you Bayern Munich fans, Dortmund fans watching, do subscribe to the channel, to Let's Talk Sport on YouTube. We do a lot of Bundesliga watch-alongs. We like to follow German football on here. You're home for German football watch-alongs. If you enjoy this one, be sure to click that subscribe button and follow us for our future watch-alongs. Arnie Moran saying Muller is always there in crucial games. I love Thomas Müller. He's such a great player. I think he's very underrated. I think Gretzky as well. I love watching Leon Gretzky, and I find him very underrated as well. Of course, he started out, I think his last club before he went to Bayern Munich was Schalke, who of course now in Bundesliga 2, they're having a very bad time. Here comes the ball in as, oh no good there for Makoko. He was trying to header the ball in from the free kick on the right wing. No one on him, unmarked, but it was a bit too high for him to kind of get full control behind it. And they're just showing the replay again of Haaland, and he was offside. Nearly worked. All of it was there, just was offside with that disallowed goal. Arnie Moran asking, how old are you? I'm 26, Arnie. How old are you? Do I look 26? Do I look younger or do I look older? If I look older, that's not good. You just feel Dortmund need a goal soon, really. But they've got the man up front that can get those goals for them. They've just got to keep getting in the setup. I think that's what I love about Haaland and Lewandowski. They just don't miss. As long as they've got the kind of ball that they need, they score most of the time. They're so clinical. There's not many clinical strikers out there, especially when they're consistent. You have one or two who have one or two good seasons, but they don't do it throughout their careers. Jamie Burgoyne asking, you up for a live friendly, Jamie? What live friendly would that be, Mr. Burgoyne? We got Noob Slayer 123 saying Flamengo is the best team in the world. We got a Brazilian football fan in our chat. I did used to have a Flamengo football shirt. Sadly, I sold it. I liked it, but I found out, I think it was one of those shirts that I found in a charity shop, and I was thrilled to find it, but I did sell it on. But I liked it when I had it. I had it for a year or two, and then I let it move on. Arnie Moran saying, I thought you were 20 or 21. I'll take that, Arnie. Thank you very much, my friend. You're my new favourite viewer after that. I'll take that. Here come Dortmund then with a cross in, and it's cleared out. It's going to be a corner. This is exactly what Dortmund need, which is wave and wave of attacks, and to get as much set pieces if they can, and put pressure on that Bayern Munich defence. It was Alphonso Davies who cleared the ball out, and it looks as though Dortmund are going to make their first substitution of the game, but they're not going to do it yet, because they're going to let them have this corner. Here comes the cross. And it's Makoko who's coming off for Dortmund, the youngster. It's coming on from Malin. I mean, Makoko, he had a chance tonight on the right hand side in the box, but it was such a tight angle he couldn't score, and it was a good save for Neuer at the end. So not the best of nights for Makoko, but good experience for him, because if I'm correct, he's what, 16, 17. You know, he's very young, but we've seen from Dortmund in the past, especially with Jude Bellingham who's playing tonight, they're happy to play youngsters and give them that, what is fantastic experience. Hang on it, Neuer's out of position, he's having to be careful, but Bayern Munich, I think, they've got it out the box for now, and there's Upamecano now. He's trying to get it to Muller on the right wing. It's too far for him, and it's gone out for a Dortmund throw-in on the halfway line. Marco Rose shouting out a few messages to some of his teammates. Omer Avdik, is how you pronounce your name, saying Pazlak is horrible, who plays for Dortmund, saying he can't play. I don't know much about Pazlak until I don't think I ever heard of him until tonight's game, to be honest. And I only saw highlights of the Dortmund game on Saturday, but I'm just a little surprised. I thought this game would be a little bit tighter, just because Dortmund had a great start to the season. They're playing at home as well, but Bayern Munich at the moment have had this in control after what was nearly a defeat for them in their opening game away to Borussia Mönchengladbach at Borussia Park last Friday night. Should have been a Mönchengladbach win with those two late chances. Simple tap-ins if they'd reached the ball in the box. Lemmy from Hamburg, who's a Dortmund fan, saying Makoko will be the best superstar. Just saying. Who knows? Youngster in the wonder kid in the making, maybe. Leroy Sané with the last touch there, and he's given away a throw-in off Schulz, who'll take the quick throw. And of course, one thing I forgot to mention, folks, is that both teams wearing black armbands in respect to Gerd Muller, who passed away earlier this week at the age of 75, and it was great to see Thomas Muller with that same surname score tonight for Bayern Munich, which I'm sure he'll probably pay tribute to Gerd Muller with that goal. Here's Erling Haaland now. They need a goal here, and he's going to take him on. Oh, I think he could have taken the shot. He took the cross instead, and his teammate, I'm not sure who it was. Was it Bellingham? I'm not sure. No, it was Malin, who should have probably got to the cross and tapping him, but Haaland was at the right angle. There was no one on him, and with his capability, he normally does score. I'm surprised he didn't just shoot himself. He knows he's good enough. Half an hour to go. Dortmund still need to find 2 goals, and that chance then, you feel as though Dortmund needed to take that. How many more opportunities will they have? Here come Dortmund again. It's with, I think it's Bellingham this time. He's going to have a shot. Oh, straight at Neuer. Worth the effort, though. It was a low shot. Looked as though he was trying to approach the bottom right corner, but Neuer got behind it and comfortably just picked it up with both of his hands. Maybe a bit of a reminder that despite being 2-0 up, Bayern Munich know that they just have to be careful there, because if they concede one, the game is definitely back on. Back with Neuer, he'll boot it down the right wing. I think we've just seen Leroy Sané come on in this second half, and I feel like he needs to prove a point, because he's an okay player. Some say he's underrated. I think he's overrated, especially when he was I liked him at Man City. I thought he was great, and then I was a bit confused as to why Pep Guardiola let him go when Bayern Munich bought him. But now I can start to see why. But I was still surprised that Joachim Löw, who his team Germany got knocked out of the World Cup in 2018 in the group stages, I'm a bit surprised he didn't pick up Sané. So I think there seems to be mixed feelings about Leroy Sané. Is he really a good player? From what I've seen of him, he can be, but not consistent enough. And I think at Bayern Munich he needs to kind of show that this season, otherwise, who knows, he might go. But again, he's a German player playing for the biggest German team in the league, which is always great for a club like Bayern Munich. It's just whether or not he can perform. Here's Haaland now. He's on his own up front, crowded by Bayern fans. Not fans, players. I was going to say, there's no fans on the pitch. Don't worry about that. Here's Dortmund again on the left wing. It's now with Bellingham. And yeah, more votes now on our poll going towards Bayern Munich. It's now Bayern Munich at 61% to win the DFL Super Cup, and for Dortmund it's 38%. .5 minutes gone here. Dortmund again. They've had a lot more possession in the last few minutes. Now a chipped ball, long one across to the right-hand side. Now Dortmund. Oh, and it's a shot for Marco Royce. What a goal! Outside the box, top right corner of the net with his right foot. He goes to the crowd and makes them cheer them on, shout louder, and wow, we've got a game on our hands. Oh, Marco Royce with an absolute belter of a goal. What a solo goal that is from Mr. Marco Royce, the captain of Dortmund. He has led his team most likely back in this. Oh, we've got an interesting few minutes to come then. 64 minutes gone. It's Borussia Dortmund 1, Bayern Munich 2. Marco Royce with an important goal there to keep them in it in this DFL Super Cup. Oh, what? Are you a bit nervous now, Bayern Munich fans? It's gotten very interesting. Lemmy from Hamburg says, go, go, go. He is a Dortmund fan. And Haaland is literally, he's just waving his arms the whole time. I don't know if he's telling the players to hurry up with whatever's going on next. Yeah, I think he's trying to say noise that take him forever. And he's time wasting already. And the referee has gone up to Neuer before he takes the kick. Well, just as I say all that, he hasn't been given a booking. I think it's just a warning. Is there going to be a substitution? I'm not sure. Oh, we've got Haddad saying Forza Bayern. But yeah, they're just replaying the Marco Royce goal again as it's just paused the game. It's a cracker. It's Bellingham who'll get the assist. He's the one with the short pass to Marco Royce just on the edge of the box in the centre. Oh, it's a great goal. Manuel Neuer was not keeping that out. And there's a bit of life again on the Dortmund coaching area where Marco Royce and his team are. That's a great goal. Sometimes you need moments of that. Jamie Burgoyne asking me, what are you beving tonight? Well, it was a cup of tea, which I've drank. Still got a bit of black currant in my glass here, but I've also got another cup which has, I think it's orange juice. I should know what it is, shouldn't I? I should have checked the bottle, but I assumed it was either orange or peach. It's not my pee, I promise you that. Anyway, game now finally back underway. Not really sure what the pause was all that for. Was there a substitution? I'm not sure. Or they've just shown the stats. The possession is completely level at 50% to both teams. Shots total for Dortmund is 7, but Bayern have still got more with 11. But that doesn't matter. The only stat that matters is the goals, which is 2-1 to Bayern. But will they hold on? Because Dortmund have finally got that goal back. Scholl there. Scholl's sorry. I think he assumed that Bellingham was running down the left wing and he didn't look, and he tried to play the pass, but he was nowhere near there, and he knows that he should have probably been a bit more aware with that. Well, I think Neuer might be carrying an injury, because they're showing, we've got the cameras on the Bayern Munich reserve goalkeeper, which is Omar Richards, I believe. No, it's not. What am I saying? Sorry, it's Seven Ulrich, who is their goalkeeper, and it's showing him warming up. Now, is that to say that Neuer's carrying an injury and he might have to be replaced, which obviously is not what Bayern Munich fans will want to see at the start of a season? But well, what they also won't want to see is that Dortmund have got a free kick here, which is 30 yards out. Now Marco Royce is quite far out with this, so I think he'll have to bring the free kick into the box. He's the only man behind the ball. Two-man wall of Gnabry, and I think that's Kingsley Coman. Now Marco Royce couldn't get it out to Haaland. Haaland had to stretch with his left leg to make contact, but it was just too far for him, and Manuel Neuer makes the save. The boot was so high up. I'm amazed Haaland got it down before he collided with Neuer, to be honest, because that could have been very nasty for Neuer from the receiving end. Arnie and Moran says, I hope Lewandowski and Royce come together. What do you mean by come together? You don't mean fight, do you? Or be on the same team? Jamie Burgoyne's asking, where's the Guinness? It's Tuesday night, man. And to be honest, after getting very drunk recently, I don't think I'd want to drink again for a while. Tolisso and I can't see who that was, but it looks as though there's going to be a double substitution here for Bayern Munich. They've already made one, which was a Sane one coming on. I might be wrong, but in England we're doing 3 substitutions again now as the maximum for a game before extra time. I'd imagine they might be doing the same in Germany, where it's back to 3 substitutions. Do let me know if I'm wrong though. We've got 20 minutes still to go here. Still plenty of time for Dortmund to find this equaliser, and who knows, they might get this game going into extra time maybe. I think there's a corner here for Dortmund on the near side. 62% of you now going for Bayern Munich to win the Super Cup, while Dortmund have 38%. Here comes the corner for Dortmund, and Neuer gets out of the goal to pick it up with both hands. Good goalkeeping there, and he holds off Dortmund for now. He's done a short pass forward. Bayern Munich. Oh, short passing. It's such a... I hate short passing. It's just too much pressure on yourself, I feel. But even though I say that, Bayern Munich still have the possession, and they're in Dortmund's half, which they've been quiet in that area of the field since they scored the second goal. Here's Lewandowski. He's got some space. He might go for it. Oh, it's wide. Very wide past the far post at the end, but I think Kobel, the Dortmund goalkeeper, he should scream at his defenders maybe for giving him so much space outside the box. Maybe took a touch too many maybe from Lewandowski. And it looks as though Gnabry's coming off. For Tolisso. I must admit, he's had a quiet game, Gnabry. And Thomas Muller's coming off. For Musiala, the youngster who had some link-up to play for England, but he's chosen Germany instead in terms of nationality for the team he would play for. So Thomas Muller, who scored the second goal, has gone off here with 18 minutes to go. So Musiala is a forward. Tolisso, I guess if you're taking Gnabry, well, I mean, it's two forwards basically. But there might be a bit of defensive move here. But we'll see. Oh, there's a mistake here from Dortmund. Lewandowski scored. It's his second goal of the night. Normal proceedings for him, and that might have just put the game to bed now. There was that threat from Dortmund, but that goal is a bit of a rescue one maybe for Bayern to just settle the nerves again. It was a mistake from, I think it was it Reina? I'm not sure, but even so, he's made a mistake. He was trying to run out from the box, tried to make a pass through, and I think it was intercepted by Goretzka. It came off Goretzka. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Tolisso. So Tolisso did well to win the ball there, and then it was there for Lewandowski in the box on his own to score. And it was in front of Gnabry as he was walking off on the sideline behind the goal, and he just puts his hands in the air in response to Lewandowski's second goal and Bayern Munich's third goal of the night. So that might just be it now. We might have our winning team for this year's DFL Super Cup. It's Borussia Dortmund 1, Bayern Munich 3. What would Bayern Munich do without Robert Lewandowski? What a player. 16 minutes to go. Quarter of an hour to go. Bayern have a throw in, so Dortmund, you know, they've got the ball on the wrong side of the pitch at the moment. Exactly 15 minutes to go. Dortmund have won the ball now. Now they've got to get another goal back here if they can keep this going. This is a good run though. And they've lost it. Oh no. Oh, Upamecano makes a tackle, takes a deflection off one of the Dortmund players, and the ball lands towards Manuel Neuer's territory. And he rolls the ball out to the right back of what is Stanisic. I don't know much about Stanisic. Was he there last season or was he a new signing? Do let me know. I mean, it's been a heck of a transfer window in European football, hasn't it? Just the Messi move to PSG alone is the biggest transfer, no doubt. Oh, here's Haaland. Will he try and... No, he's lost the ball. And he's frustrated with himself, I think. Just not his night at the moment. He hasn't got a goal yet. It's Marco Royce who's got the goal. And it was Bellingham who got the assist. While his opposite number 9 of Lewandowski has got 2 goals to his name. Here come Dortmund. We got Arnie Moran. I've only just seen your messages. We've got Arnie Moran saying Lewandowski. It looks as though we've got another substitution here for Dortmund. Rainer's coming off for Pasalic. We've got Jamie Burgoyne. We've got a few messages. I have to read them in just a moment. Got 12 minutes left on the clock. Oh, sorry, Onimron, saying that Marco Royce and Lewandowski are best friends back at Borussia Dortmund back in the day. I was going to say if we meant collide, would you like them to play in the same team again? Marco Royce was just one of those that was expected to go to Bayern Munich. Or did he go to Bayern? I don't think he did at the end because of his injuries. But Mats Hummels, of course, he went to Bayern Munich. It didn't work out for him at the end, and he's not playing tonight, Mats Hummels. I think he played in the game against Frankfurt, though, unless he picked up an injury, maybe. Here's Sane. He was 30 yards out. His ball's gone a few yards back, though, with... I think it was Telesso. Telesso with the crucial ball winner to get Bayern Munich their third goal with Lewandowski. Lemmy from Hamburg says, what is your favourite England team? My team is Manchester United. Oh, Manuel Neuer going for a header outside the box. And it was Haaland that went up for it as well. And Neuer made the header. But because Haaland jumped and committed as well, he collided with Neuer. And Neuer went down to the ground. Not something you see every day too. A goalkeeper and a striker going up for a header outside the penalty area. But that was crucial from Neuer. He would have been in trouble if he lost the ball or made a mistake there. Pure commitment. That was after he chested the ball down to make it go the opposite direction towards the goal. Jamie Burgoyne saying, Jamie, do you think Varane's announcement in front of a packed stadium on Derby Day was better than any announcement video? I like the touch. I mean, I was kind of wondering, when is this announcement going to be made? Was he going to be in the stadium to watch it, also fit in the background and just hide him maybe until they announce something? But no, it was great. It's a nice way to do it, and to maybe boost. I'm sure it boosted the squad, it boosted the fans up ahead of the first game of the season, of a kind of a preview of what's to come. And we got to see a bit of Jadon Sancho play quarter of an hour at the end of the game to finally get him some game time in the United shirt, because he didn't really have pre-season. He was having a rest from helping England get to the Euro final. Sadly, he missed that penalty in the final, which hard to take, wouldn't it, that final? Here's Sane, cuts in. He might try and go all the way. No, he's got 3 Dortmund players in front of him there. Kimmich. There's Lewandowski with 9 minutes to go. He would love to end the night with a hat-trick, wouldn't he? And you wouldn't put it past him. But yet again, Bayern Munich, despite all the challenges they get, they always seem to find a win over Dortmund. Even when Dortmund look to strengthen a little bit more here and there. Here's Goretzka. Oh, poor pass. Easily intercepted by Witsel on the edge of the box. Asking me who's your favourite team. Manchester United. That is my team. great start over Leeds United last weekend. All there's going to be a yellow card here. I think it's for Leroy Sané, and I don't think he's going to go against that. I think he'd rather get a yellow than a red. It's not a red card though, it's just a quick trip on what looked to be Scholes. So that's Sané who joined Suli in the referee's book for tonight. And looks as though Dortmund are making a couple more substitutions. Now, if that is the case, maybe the limit is not 3 substitutions in Germany, but I'm sure it is in England, which helps the substitution thing not complicated. Marco Rose is not happy with the referee as he had a word with him. I think the referee might have warned him maybe after some of the words he might have said in reaction to that free kick that they won. 7 minutes to go. Dortmund need a goal to make the last few minutes very nerve-wracking, maybe for the Bayern Munich defence, and that doesn't help because Alphonso Davies gives the ball away there, but luckily his teammate has won it back of Musiala, and it'll be a throw-in for Bayern. Yeah, double substitution for Dortmund. I'm sure they've made more than 3 now after these. Pazlak's gone off. So Bellingham has gone off as well for Renier. And Pazlak has gone off for Wolf, the number 39. Six minutes to go. Dortmund 1, Bayern Munich 3. If you folks haven't yet, and you know, if you do want to support the channel, we'd really appreciate it if you click the like button and of course click that subscribe button to follow Let's Talk Sport on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. We do a lot of watch-alongs for football, especially European football, including the Bundesliga. So if you love your German football and stuff like that and you want a watch along to watch it on, do join us and click that subscribe button for more of our future sport watch alongs. So Kimmich with the free kick from the left wing. Oh, that was a good ball in. I think after... Oh, Marco Royce and Tolisso pushing and shoving each other. Witsel having to just get Tolisso away from his teammates so it doesn't get ugly. I think Suli's having a laugh with Tolisso there. Marco Royce, you gotta love his passion. He's not... I mean, it should be a corner. It came off a Dortmund player as they show the replay, but it came off Marco Royce. Yeah, it is a corner, I was going to say. I had a feeling some of them were walking away from the box. I thought for a moment it was going to be a goal kick. Oh, no! Oh, I thought they scored. I think it was stopped on the line or something. I don't know how Bayern Munich haven't made it 4. They've still got the ball, though. Chipped into the box. Here's a shot, and it's straight to Kabul. Not a bad effort from Gretzky, but it should always be saved. With a lack of power and pace of that shot, then he just tried to place it, but that's all he could do. They're just showing the replay now. Well, just skipped ahead, so I've just missed that. So they were showing a replay of what looked like it was stopped on the goal line there to nearly be 4 goals for Bayern Munich over Dortmund's 1 goal. Arnie Moran asking, do you think Bayern is going to win the Bundesliga? They're no doubt favourites. No doubt favourites. I think they are expected to win it again. You know, their standard is to always win the Bundesliga at least, no matter who the new manager is. There's a double substitution here for Bayern Munich. There's no doubt now that the limit is not 3 substitutions in Germany at the moment. Lewandowski is going off. So, the man, the legend that is, Robert Lewandowski, as some of you would call him, has just been replaced by Choupo-Moting. And Stanisic has just been replaced by Sarr. And I'd imagine that's all the substitutions Bayern Munich have made. So yes, the 2 goal scorers for Bayern have gone off now. That's Thomas Muller with the 1 goal and Bayern Munich with the brace. I think Bayern Munich will just play it around now. Here come Bayern on the left hand side. I think it's another corner for Bayern Munich, which just wastes more time and gives hardly any time at all for Dortmund to not just find 1 goal but 2 goals to save themselves from defeat. But in a way, I think, as well as the squad, I think the Dortmund fans are starting to, is it wrong to say, get used to these kind of results? They always give Bayern Munich a good game. They're always good games to watch. But it's always Bayern that get the edge, especially when they're important. Here's Kimmich with the corner, and it's straight to the hands of Kabul. And Kabul will not be hesitant. He'll try and boot the ball out from his hands. I think Upamecano fouled Kabul in the process of his kick, so it'll be a free kick for Dortmund. Might kill some time from that. Well, Dortmund were hoping to just carry on with the free kick, but the referee's saying you got to take it again. It needs to be a bit further back. And now they're back underway. Jamie Burgoyne asking, how does Choupo-Moting keep finding clubs? He's got the, as many people have said about Choupo-Moting in the past, he has the best agent in the world. Ridiculous. Oh, hang on, here come Bayern again. They might make it 4. Choupo-Moting, that's a poor kick. Just as we talk about him. And as we say that, there's 4 minutes of added time just given by the 4th official as we've reached 90 minutes. But out of nowhere, Choupo-Moting, I don't know if he got any contact against him when he was trying to make the kick, but he was in front of goal. And instead, it's just straight towards the keeper with hardly any pace or power behind the kick. No goal from Haaland yet tonight, folks, which may come as a surprise because it's very rarely I've seen Haaland not score a goal in a match for Dortmund. So I think Bayern Munich's defence, especially their new defender of Upamecano, will be delighted to achieve that unless he finds one in the next 3 minutes of this added time that's remaining. Lemmy from Hamburg responding to Burgoyne about Choupo-Moting, saying I don't know with a laughing emoji. As I've said, best agent in the world. It's like trying to sell a pen to someone, but they still buy it, even though it's just a pen. It just somehow worked. Great marketing guy. Jamie Burgoyne says, I might need his agent. I'd imagine his fees have probably gone up since he got the Bayern Munich and PSG contracts for him. Wasn't at PSG for long, but it was the fact that Choupo-Moting was in that Champions League final in 2020 last year. He was in that final playing for PSG, which would be his last game for PSG, losing to Bayern Munich in that Champions League final. And oh, Haaland, no, did Neuer make the save? Is it a corner? Yep, it is. Haaland nearly finding the net. Let's not forget Haaland has found the net tonight, but it was ruled offside. at the time, but he does well here against Sule. Sule had no chance, and he did fall to the ground as he made the kick, and he lost his balance when he made it with his left foot. So I think it's actually a goal kick after all that. Yeah, because he didn't. Yeah, no, he didn't make the touch. But I think no, Haaland didn't convince the ref. I think he tried to convince the ref, but less than 2 minutes to go now of added time. But yeah, Choupo-Moting played in that final, but then he lost to Bayern Munich, and it was like if you can't beat them, join them. But no one expected the outcome to be Choupo-Moting, who once played for Stoke City at a cold, wet and windy night at the Britannia, playing for Stoke City, would go on to be a Champions League finalist for PSG, and then play for and win the Club World Cup for Bayern Munich. As if we just say that, he's only just come onto the pitch, and he's got himself a yellow card. A late challenge on one of the Dortmund players. It was no doubt a yellow card as well. He was never going to get that. And he gets that on the 93rd minute. We've got less than 60 seconds of added time remaining. Dortmund still needing 2 goals. It looks probably impossible now, to be honest. And yeah, the ball's just rolled out for a Bayern Munich goal kick, and Neuer will be as slow as he can be with the goal kick. Well, it looks as though most of you got it right tonight with our live chat poll. 64% of you voted for Bayern Munich win, and 36% of you going for a Dortmund win. From out of 290 of you that voted. So thanks very much for interacting with our live poll and for getting in touch on our live chat page tonight. I think we are pretty much just waiting for the end of this game now, which will see Bayern Munich lift the trophy yet again. I might have to have a quick toilet break before the trophy presentation. But Bayern Munich just passing the ball around now, waiting for the whistle. And there it is. Final whistle here at the Signal Iduna Park. It's Bayern Munich who win another trophy yet again. This time it is the DFL Super Cup. I think they won it last season as well, and they add to it yet again. And they've beaten their rivals again of Borussia Dortmund. 3-1 it ended. Lewandowski steals the show yet again. We've just seen Nagelsmann give Lewandowski a hug, probably to say to him, thank you, my friend. That's an early trophy for me in the cabinet at Bayern Munich. It's a good start as the Bayern Munich manager for Mr. Julian Nagelsmann. And just as we see Lewandowski again on the cameras, he gives the cameras a big thumbs up. So it has ended Borussia Dortmund 1, falling short yet again to Bayern Munich with their 3 goals tonight. In case you're wondering, there was a goal for Marco Royce early on in this second half, which was an absolute thrilling goal of the night from outside the box, and striked it up to the top right corner of the net. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to get them to fight back. And Marco Rose, sadly, a runner-up as Dortmund manager there in this Super Cup. But early starts to the season, ways to improve, I'm sure. And they'll look at this and watch it back and figure out how they can beat Bayern Munich when they next play each other, at least in the Bundesliga later on this season. So smiles all round for Nagelsmann. Things to do for Dortmund back in their stadium and the drawing board. And it is Bayern Munich that have won the DFL Super Cup. We will be right back. I'm just going to go for a quick toilet break, folks, and then we'll stay on until the end of the trophy presentation. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, and we're just here to pretty much watch the final bit of this match, which is, of course, the trophy presentation, as you've probably not seen yet, but it is Bayern Munich that have won by 3-0. Let's check some of your messages. We got Lemmy from Hamburg saying, nice stream, you do a good job, we'll be here again. Oh, thanks, Lemmy. Appreciate that. Of course, do give us a subscribe if you folks haven't yet. Just watching the stream now, and it looks as though Erling Haaland's going to give his shirt to one of the young fans, I think. He's gone into the stands. This is great to see. Despite the defeat, he still feels generous. He's giving it to a kid, and I would never, ever wash that shirt or sell it on. You keep that forever, mate. You've got yourself an Erling Haaland shirt. Yeah. It looks. I can't read it because it's in German, but he has got a yellow, probably a yellow big cardboard saying. It looks as though it's saying, "Hey Erling, can you give me your shirt?" or something like that. But even Haaland still generous, despite his team have lost the Super Cup tonight in front of their home crowd as well. But if I was that kid, I'd put that in a bag and padlock it, because there are people talking to him now. It's like Willy Wonka. Sorry, not Willy Wonka. Charlie from Charlie in the Chocolate Factory winning the golden ticket, and everyone crowds around him, and it's like, go home, kid. Go home. Never and don't stop. Run, Charlie. Run. But yeah, I'd be very delighted with that, mate. His dad's just holding it with him. Looks as though some people are just taking a few photos for him. Fantastic. So that is a lovely moment to see in football. It's always good to see kids get inspired, and who knows, one day they might run out onto that pitch and represent their team. Jamie Burgoyne asking, Jamie, are you covering any Shrewsbury games soon? I didn't have any plans to, but hey, maybe. You'd have to be on the stream though. That on one condition, you have to be there. We've been meaning to get you on a watch along, Mr. Burgoyne. To be honest, folks, I was going to watch the trophy presentation, but really, I think we kind of know what's happened here. Yeah, Stuart saying, run home and don't stop. Exactly that. Tell that kid. He's still there. They're showing it again on the cameras. He's still looking at the shirt, and there are people crowding around him. Just go home. Don't let anyone take it off you. You've got something that's worth a fortune. So, yeah. I think we're going to wrap it up there, folks. Yoshihiro, is that it? How you pronounce it? What a great stream, dude. Oh, thank you very much, Yoshihiro. If you haven't yet, Yosh, do subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate your support, and give us a like for this stream as well. It's your support that keeps this channel running. So we're going to wrap it up here, folks. It's Bayern Munich that have won the DFL Super Cup for this year. Plenty of football still to go this season. Let's Talk Sport is your home for your Bundesliga watch-alongs, your European football, and other sports as well, with F1, MotoGP, snooker, tennis, rugby, UFC, you name it. We've got all sorts of sports to do sport watch-alongs with. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe and give us a like and follow the channel. Our next stream will be over the weekend, so we'll see you very soon. Good night, folks. Safe trip, and well done to Bayern Munchen. We'll see you later.